Hey, Ryu, have you ever heard of the Sanka? They were mountain people who lived on the move, right? There are even rumors about them being like ninjas.
Oh, Sora, you're onto something fascinating. The Sanka were once known as Japan's mysterious mountain people, but their true identity is still a puzzle, and digging into their history is considered taboo.
Taboo? That's giving me One Piece's Void Century vibes. Why is it so forbidden? I want to know everything about the Sanka today.
The Sanka lived mainly in Japan's mountain regions from the Edo period to the early Showa era, constantly on the move.
Living on the move? What kind of lifestyle did they have?
They survived by carving spoons and bowls out of wood, making bamboo crafts to sell, and foraging for wild plants. They were true masters of mountain life.
I see. But they weren't just skilled craftsmen, I've heard they also had unique songs, dances, and oral traditions to pass down their knowledge and history.
That's right. They even spoke in a secret language that no one else could understand. That's how they communicated with each other.
A secret language, that makes them feel even more hidden and mysterious. But the Sanka weren't just regular mountain folk, right? They're surrounded by some amazing rumors.
You've got it. For example, it's said they had superhuman physical abilities. They could run through mountain trails effortlessly and see clearly in the dark.
That's basically ninja level stuff.
You're spot on. There's even a theory that Sanka boys trained in ninja techniques when they turned 12. Gathering in Tamba, modern-day Hyogo Prefecture. Their leader, known as Ayatachi Michimune, was a legendary ninja, and the Sanka were said to operate as a ninja network called Shinogara.
Ayatachi Michimune, that name sounds powerful. So, were the Sanka like a hidden ninja village?
Maybe, and there are even urban legends claiming their descendants still live deep in the mountains today.
That's incredible. But if that's all true, why is researching the Sanka considered taboo? What's so dangerous about it?
That's because tracing the Sanka's history leads you straight to ancient Japanese history, and to parts of it that were hidden by the winners of history. One particularly intriguing theory suggests they were descendants of the Izumo people.
The Izumo people? What's that about?
Let me give you a quick rundown of ancient Japanese history. About 20,000 years ago, the Jomon people lived on the Japanese archipelago. They lived a settled lifestyle in harmony with nature and formed a group called the Izumo clan, which had a strong presence in western Japan.
The Izumo clan? Like the ones associated with Izumo Taisha Shrine?
Exactly. But around 2,400 years ago, the Yayoi people, known as the Yamato clan, arrived from the mainland, bringing agriculture and metal tools. They clashed with the Jomon people.
What happened to the Jomon people?
Some intermarried and coexisted with the Yayoi people, but others resisted and fled into the mountains. Those who refused to assimilate might have become the ancestors of the Sanka.
I see. So the Jomon people who escaped to the mountains continued living independently, away from the Yamato clan's rule.
That's right, and there's a theory that in ancient Japan, the Izumo kingdom clashed fiercely with the Yamato kingdom. The Izumo were Jomon-based, with their own faith and culture, while the Yamato were Yayoi-based. Eventually, the Yamato overpowered the Izumo and unified Japan.
So what happened to the Izumo people after that?
Many were oppressed and fled to remote areas, possibly becoming the ancestors of the Sanka.
So the Sanka carried on the traditions and culture of the losers of history?
Most likely, if the Yamato kingdom crafted Japan's official history, the stories of the Izumo and Sanka might contain hidden truths about Japan's past. That's why researching the Sanka is considered taboo.
But why would anyone want to hide history?
Think about it. If stories surfaced that questioned the legitimacy of the Yamato kingdom as Japan's rightful rulers, it'd be a problem, wouldn't it? If the Sanka are truly descendants of the Izumo, it could shake the foundation of the Yamato unification narrative.
True, exposing that could change how we view history entirely.
Exactly, and if the Sanka's culture or traditions came to light, it would show that Japan's history isn't a simple story of one unified people, but a rich tapestry of diverse groups. That kind of complexity might not have fit the winner's agenda.
Speaking of hidden histories, I've heard about the blank 150 years. Could that be connected?
It might be. This refers to the late 3rd to early 5th centuries, a period when Chinese records stopped mentioning Japan and domestic documentation was scarce because written culture wasn't widespread yet.
What might have happened during that time?
It's believed that this was when the Yamato kingdom was consolidating power, possibly invading the Izumo kingdom and suppressing its people. The Sanka might have been descendants of those who fled during this time.
So the blank 150 years might not be blank at all. It could be erased history?
Exactly. This might be when the Sanka developed their secret language and unique culture. If you're curious about the blank 150 years, check out the link in the video description.
The more we learn about the Sanka, the more we uncover how Japan's ancient history was shaped by the winner's perspective.
Right. The Sanka weren't just mountain wanderers. They symbolize a hidden chapter of Japan's past.
By learning about the Sanka, we get a glimpse into Japan's hidden history.
Totally. The Sanka might hold the key to uncovering truths buried beneath centuries of official narratives.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Catch you next time.